Was it worth it? I would say no. Problem with farmers market, there are days that I do very well. There are days that I sell 1 or 2 jars. You have to be prepared. If this is your only source of income, you have to be prepared that there are weeks that you are not going to do well, and you have to have some backup plans. I'm Nakisa. My brand name is Luv Maman. Maman in Farsi means mama. Luv Maman is a mother's love, healing her own children with food as medicine. These spread, they are superfood. All of my nuts and seeds are activated, meaning the anti-nutrients that normally present in the nuts and seeds are removed. They are sprouted, so the nutrient density is high, and they're stone ground, so they have active enzymes helping with the digestion. Ghee is a brain food, and all of these are prebiotics, so this is really a gut and brain food. So how I got into this business, I was thinking to bring a healthy, truly healthy food to the population. And how I got into the farmers market, every farmers market is different. The ones that are more popular, you might have 1 to 3 years wait list to get in. And how I got into this one, I suggested I'm gonna do a 5x5 tent, which is a very small tent. Usually people want 10 by 10. This one 5x5. Originally, I decided I'm gonna do every other week, or whenever someone's absent, let me in. So that's how I was able to get in. It took a while to even I get the market manager to agree on that. I did ask to volunteer before she let me in. If it's a very popular market like this one, a lot of tricks you can get in. I would say the most important thing is just be open to suggestions. If 10 by 10 is not a possibility, okay, 5x5. If every week is not a possibility, every other week. If there is an absentee, maybe I could go there. So that's how I started. Packaging, I spent very little money. I did my packaging by myself, and I wasn't selling at all. So I spent a large money, and I had this one packaged by a professional. Did my sale increase? Maybe. I'm not so sure. I would recommend, if you're starting, do not spend a lot of time on marketing. Do not spend a lot of time on packaging. I wouldn't spend time and money on Amazon. None of those. I would start slow. I would start in the farmer's market and test your different products. Which one's #1 seller? And then from there, you could go and pay for online marketing, for Amazon, for all of those. I did it a little bit backwards, so I lost a lot of money in the process. The other thing is business coaching is expensive, so you could go to Score Mentoring, it's free. I paid a large amount of money for branding, but you could go to Upwork or Fiverr. You could find much cheaper vendors that they charge you a lot less. But honestly, like I said, I spent a lot of money here. Was it worth it? I would say no, especially when you start at the beginning. I wouldn't spend all the money I spent. I'm still trying to put the money that I lost back in. The problem with farmers market, there are days that I do very well. There are days that I sell 1 or 2 jars. I don't want to say it has to do, mine is a very high-end product. I don't want to say it has to do with the population, if it's the higher income population, lower income. I have low income customers that come to me very often. It has to do with the education. If they are well educated with the healthy, truly healthy products, they actually come and buy. I don't want to say it's because of the weather, it's rainy. I've done very good in rainy weathers in farmers market, and I've done very bad in a beautiful sunny day like today. So it depends really on that day. So you have to be prepared. If this is your only source of income, you have to be prepared that there are weeks that you are not going to do well, and you have to have some backup plans. I have customers, they approach, they try the products, they love it, and they say, oh, it's so expensive. We start talking, I start educating, and they buy all 3 of them. So it's very interesting. They almost run away, and they come back like 2 minutes later, and they buy all 3 of them. I am into education. I teach at college, so my future plan, my future goal is to educate. I want to write another book. I already have 2 books. I want to write another book. So one is anti-inflammatory diet, and the other one is obesity and how to reduce it. And the third one, the one that I'm very passionate about, is educating young mothers before they start having kids, how to clean their diet, how to get ready for a healthy pregnancy and beyond. So that's my third book, and I want to create a course actually on the same line. So that's my future plan. With my company, I'm just going to keep it small as it is because I have a bigger plan, educating the population that how they can be in charge of their own health with food as medicine. My profit margin is very small, and the stores, they want 40% wholesale. I don't profit that much. The business counselors that I had, they all said you have to put fillers in it, you have to put something to bring the price low, and I refused, and I said then I'm not gonna even sell. So I'm not gonna even do this product. There is so many of those type of products out there, so they can go buy those. So I have a different plan. So my vision is very different. The only problem in the market and in the social media is you have to be very careful. There is a lot of superfood scam that they call it superfood, but there's so much junk in it. So that's another mission that I have, that I want to bring awareness that if they call it organic, if they call it superfood, necessarily is not superfood. There is a lot of junk added to these superfoods. So we have to be careful with all of those as well. I would say don't give up your dream. And if you're persistent, you will make it happen. Be patient. It's not going to happen right away. I've been doing this for 3 years. I'm still not breaking even. But if you truly love what you do, if you truly believe in what you do is going to make a difference, it will happen. I do sell online, so if they go to luvmaman.com or they go to my Instagram, Luv Maman Superfood, they can find me.